Today we're going to demonstrate the installation of the Life Ionizer 9100 convertible ionizer. The difference between the 91 convertible series and its 92 is that the 92 comes with a faucet which allows you to install it under the sink. Let's start by going over what comes in the box. The 9200 Life Ionizer, the 9200 faucet, the reagent drops, the 9200 adapter, the cold water connection valve, the power cable, the 1/4-inch water supply line, and the 1/4-inch supply line to the faucet. There's going to be two extra parts in your box. That is the flexible spout and the faucet diverter valve. These are for the 9100 application. Today we're doing the 92 under the counter install, so we're going to set these aside. As you can see here, I've created a demo mount for the cold water supply line to replicate what's going on under your sink. This visual display will make it easier for you to see what's going on behind the pipes. The first thing you want to do is find the cold water faucet under your sink. Run some hot water for a minute or two so you can feel which copper line leading to the faucet is warm, then pick up the other faucet. Now that we have determined which is the cold water connection valve, we're going to tighten the valve in the clockwise direction to turn off the water flow. Once that's tightened, you're going to want to remove the steel braided line. Then we're going to install the cold water connection valve. If you look on the side right here, this regulates flow. By tightening this clockwise is going to restrict flow. By loosening it is going to increase flow. When putting it on here, you could also put Teflon tape if you want to. The next thing we're going to do is cut a piece of 1/4-inch supply line and connect it in between the T valve and the in on the pre-filter. Make sure you measure before you cut. First thing you're going to do is remove this nut from the T valve. Then you're going to place it over the tube. Slide the supply line over and then thread this on. Then get your pre-filter, look for the in with the arrow pointing that way. And then you're just gonna press this in. It's gonna go in about a 1/2 inch. So now we're gonna connect the 1/4-inch water supply line from the out on the pre-filter, which is right here with the arrow pointing that way, to the in on the bottom of the ionizer, which is right here, the long one. But first thing we have to do is remove these plugs. There's one on the in and one on the out. It's very straightforward. What you're going to do is just press down on this ring on the top and then pull the plug out. Press down on the ring, pull the plug out. Now we're going to connect the water supply line from the out on your pre-filter to the in on the bottom of your ionizer. I've already cut a piece, but so make sure before you do yours you cut a piece that'll fit. So you're going to plug this straight in here, and then plug that to the in on the ionizer. Now we're going to install the supply line from the acidic outlet on the ionizer to the acidic side on your faucet. Keep in mind, on your faucet it's going to be labeled red with the word acidic. Next, we're going to connect the 1/4-inch supply line to the outlet, which is the acidic outlet on the ionizer. And we're going to plug in the power cable. And remember, when you're installing the 1/4-inch supply lines, press them as far as possible into the fitting. Once they're into the fitting, you want to give it a little tug to make sure it's tight. Now we're going to move on to installing the faucet. You're going to need a hole in your counter to install this faucet. This hole diameter is about 1.25 to 1 3/8, standard size for most soap dispensers. So if you have a soap dispenser, you could remove that. place the faucet in there. If you need to drill a hole, you might want to contact a professional. I've set up this demo and this has the sink hole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this piece from here, and you still have this rubber piece. You're going to want to leave that rubber piece in. You're going to want to feed the electrical cord through there first, along with the fittings. Once that's in there, position it whichever position you'd like, and then we're going to tighten it. Now that I have the faucet installed, we're going to move on to the acidic tube coming out of the bottom of the ionizer on the out. So you're going to take that tube and you're going to run it to the acidic side of the faucet. It's labeled acidic. The first thing we're going to do is remove this dust plug. Once that's removed, we're going to install this adapter. It has threads on it, so you just want to tighten it in there in the clockwise direction. There's no need to really tighten this that much. It has O-rings behind it that will put a good seal. Now that I've installed the adapter, I'm going to connect a 1/4 inch supply line from the adapter to the alkaline side on your faucet. And keep in mind, the alkaline is written right here in blue. I'm going to plug that right in there. Now that you've installed the 1/4 inch supply line from your adapter to the alkaline side of the faucet, we're going to install the electronic link to the back of the ionizer. So you're going to take this plug and you're going to remove this, and we're going to look on this side of the link, and there should be a groove. What you're going to want to do is find the groove inside there, match them up, press down, and then tighten this. Make sure it doesn't move around and it's tight. Before applying power and water pressure to the ionizer, let's do a little recap over what we just did. First off, we installed the T-valve to the cold water connect. Then we ran a 1/4 inch supply line to the in on the pre-filter. From the out of the pre-filter, we went to the in on the bottom of the ionizer. From the out on the bottom of the ionizer, we went to the acidic line on the faucet. Then we installed the adapter, ran another 1/4 inch tube to the alkaline side of the faucet. Then after that, we installed the plug to the electronic link on the faucet. Now we're ready to apply water pressure to the ionizer and check for leaks. Now we're going to go to the cold water faucet and spin it in the counterclockwise direction to turn on the water pressure towards the ionizer. At this time, everything should be filling up, the pre-filter. Now would be a great time to check for leaks at your T-valve and your pre-filter. Now that you've checked for leaks, we're going to apply power to the unit by plugging in this to the wall, and then we're going to go under the ionizer, and there's a switch on the bottom, and you're going to want to switch it to the line. Now that your unit's powered up, you should have a light on your faucet and the front of your ionizer. Now that your unit's powered on, you're going to press the on-off button on the faucet, and the unit's going to start cleaning itself.
The self-cleaning process will begin in a moment. Do not drink during the process.
When you're using this faucet, there's going to be an LED on the top, and it's going to have the numbers 1, 2, 3, or 4. That would be your alkaline or acid levels. If your alkaline light's on and it's a number 3, you're on alkaline level 3. If you're choosing alkaline water, alkaline's going to be coming out of your top spout. Acidic water is going to be coming out of the bottom spout. If you choose acidic water is going to come out of the top spout. Any selection you do up here will be coming out of the top spout. Now for the final thing is your pH test. What you're going to want to do is set your unit to alkaline level 4, collect the sample of water from the top spout, drop 3 drops of your reagent drops in there, and hopefully it'll turn purple. If it turns purple, it means your ionizer is working correctly. If you have any issues, call tech support. Should you require a plumber to help you with this installation process, we have partnered with Mr. Reuter as our preferred installation technicians. As a courtesy from Life Ionizers, you will receive a 20% discount on your installation. To contact your nearest Mr. Reuter plumber, please call their number toll-free at 1-800-773-9317 or go to our website if you have any other questions. My name is Scott Iveson, Certified Technician for Life Ionizers. Thank you for watching.